welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday. We have a medium relaxed day today. So what's happening first is I'm going to work on editing my vlog from Tuesday and finish that hopefully. Then later on today, it may be like 5 o'clock or so, one of my co-workers from the Riviera is going to come help me finish decorating my room. Wow. So I'll need to go pick up a few decorations and like man hooks and all that jazz. After that, we're going to the Star Wars meeting. My Galactic StarCruisers meeting is at 7 or 7:30 tonight. That's about all we have. Pretty relaxed. I'm also going to be tidying up a little bit around my room here and there because I will have company. That's about it. My coffee's in the microwave. I just put a load of laundry on. Pretty soon I'll go run the dishwasher. And yeah, I'm looking forward to today. Okay, I got my 2 bananas for breakfast and I got my little caramel coffee with a little bit of protein powder. And I'm about to get started editing, but the new Matrix trailer just dropped. I'm gonna watch that before I do anything else. One sec. Okay, that was the new trailer for the Matrix quadrilogy. I'm gonna watch it. I've never seen the other Matrixes all the way through, so... And I don't know if I will. Maybe I'll watch the first one without context. And just, yeah, and just go along for the ride. Wait a minute. Okay, when I was watching the trailer, I didn't want to look dumb and be like, is Lawrence Fishburne still alive? Wait, oh, okay. And I just, like, assumed, like, subconsciously that he had like passed away and they just like replaced him. They didn't. He's just not in it. That's odd. That is weird. Okay, it's trending on Twitter. That's how I found out that that is what is happening. Anyway, time to start editing. I'm having a weird inception moment where I'm editing a video about me editing a video. It's a little trippy. I'm taking a little break and I'm watching some of these, like, you know, Disney parks vlogs, Disney News Today and all that. Apparently, Disneyland has a Shang-Chi meet and greet and an Agatha Harkness meet and greet. Why do they have everything cool over there at Avengers Campus? That's where I want to be. Okay, real quick, I have my sister Lauren here on the phone.
Hello, hi YouTube.
Okay, we are working on a project for December 17th. You may know what December 17th is. I won't explain it. You'll see when it comes around. But what this project entails is the designing of a very unique sweater. So my sister Lauren is a bit of a yarn head and she will be making me a custom sweater to celebrate this particular day, a custom yarn sweater. So we're gonna draw out a rough doodle of what this sweater will look like. I got my sketch journal here. So we need a disco ball in the middle of the shirt. Boogie Wonderland. Okay, boom. We got disco ball. We're gonna draw an arachnid on it. So we'll do a little fadoodle such as so. I don't know how to draw, so this will be a fun endeavor. And then a hue, and a downward, and a downward, and an upward, and an upward. Oh. Oh well, okay. Imagine that looks good. And then you'll have an idea of what I'm going for. Longer sleeves, and you're also gonna need to imagine that this is proportionate. So I'm giving your brain a little workout today. Next thing we're gonna need is some sugar glider hoops, okay? A little yeah, and a little yeah, like so, like that. Then, and these little sugar glider hoops, they're gonna be, what would you call this? Arachnid biomes. That's what I'd call it.
You don't have my biology seal of approval.
Okay, are you with me? Next thing we're gonna do is get our little innards. We're gonna color our innards. Boom. So the transportation mechanisms are going to be depicted as a doohickey on the right and a doohickey on the left. Okay, and both of these doohickeys are gonna have a little whatchamacallit, and it's gonna be a whoo and a whoo. Are you following? Are we on the same page right now? Lauren's with me. She knows what it's all about. A black stripe right here. I'll color it right now for visual sake. The top here, all red. But this is, I don't know what you call this part, but the front part is also red.
Muscles
The pectorals.
Not the pectorals, but obliques.
Obliques. What is the right shade of blue? I'm thinking like a cerulean. Oh, I would have been so impressed if I would have pulled that out on the first try. I don't think there is a cerulean colored pencil. Oh no, there is. Cerulean? No. No.
How many colored pencils have you got?
100. See?
Oh my.
Cerulean. Cerulean. But I think cerulean is actually like a shade too green. Like I think this one is. No, none of these are the right color. Let me see. You know what's funny? This is actually how it happened in the movie. He made a doodle, but his was with markers. I bet I could do that. Again, imagine my lines are even. Okay, are you with me? Like, his things in the movie are like translucent, so like I don't know how that would translate anyway, but I don't know. Something in me wants it to be like a whiter or like a. Is there any clear yarn? Like a what are those noodles? Like a vermicelli noodle.
Googling vermicelli noodle.
A vermicelli? There might be an R, and I might be pronouncing it wrong altogether. This is the color that Lauren is thinking for the blue. I didn't draw it because, you know, my proportions are something to be desired to the imagination. Anyway, so I'm gonna draw the hood. There's gonna be a hood off on the side of my picture here. So, okay, this is what the inside of the hood would look like. What's up, y'all? I'm taking a little break from editing and from drawing
sweater
thingy. I put that on pause for a second because I only have about an hour and a half until my coworker is supposed to come over and help me decorate. So I need to go get some more command strips. I want to get stuff to put up on the walls, pillows, etc., etc. I'm not going to totally finish decorating my room, like even with her help, it's not going to be done today. But I do have a fatal flaw, which is that I cannot put a command hook on the wall to save my life. So I'm hoping she comes prepared with those skills, or else we're probably just going to stare at each other. But I'm going to stop at Five Below, partially for Halloween stuff, but also just because they have cheap little college-y decorations. So that's where we're headed first. While we're waiting for my coworker to come over and help me put all the command strips up and stuff, I'll show you some of the things I got from Five Below. We got these 2 light fluffy pillows, and I'll go ahead and sanitize them before we get to doing stuff. Here's what's going on with the bed. I still need some, like, I want a long pillow, like a body pillow. I don't know, it's missing something on the bed, but I don't really know what. I also got a bunch of twinkle lights for I don't really know where.
Later that same evening.
Okay, so here's the progress that me and my coworker made while she came over really quick. I'm proud of the stuff we got done. So, look, I finally have my ears on the wall. I'm a real DC peer. I think I have 9 pairs total. I have my blue ones in the car, but right now, these are all the ones I have. We hung my calendar up on the wall, so now I'll maybe use it. I decorated this mirror, put some flowers around it, and then we put this gold wire up around these little pictures that I have, and they light up. They're like LED, like wire lights or whatever, but they're battery operated, and I didn't realize that, and I need to go get some batteries. But really quick, I have my Star Wars meeting in like 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go put some pants on. I feel like maximum frumpy. Like, I'm pretty sure I could pull up in this and it wouldn't be a big deal, but I feel maximum frumpy right now. So I'm gonna put some real pants on and head over to the community center or Princess Hall, whichever one it's in. Okay, running a little on time, but this is how we're rocking for the meeting. They told you to bring your name tag and not to bring a bag, so I'm just holding everything. I'll let you guys know if there's any information I can share. I was kind of rushing earlier, so I figured I'd show you what I wore. This is what I wore to the StarCruiser meeting thing. There were people dressed way up, dressed way down. I probably would have been more comfortable in something a little more formal, but it was a mix. But I would say if you're going maybe a little fancier than this whole shindig, like a business casual maybe. Okay, I'm about to go cook some dinner really quick, but I'll briefly and vaguely run over some of the things that were discussed in the meeting. So first of all, you got there, you had to check in. It was like a formal-ish kind of thing, and I kind of figured, which is why I didn't want to go in my like sweats and stuff earlier, because they asked you to bring your name tag, and I was like, if I'm gonna wear my name tag, maybe I should look a little nicer than what I had on earlier. And then when you got to the place, they had you check your phone, and like I put my camera in this little plastic bag, you seal it off for the whole entire meeting. Very vaguely. The positions that you could work on the StarCruiser fall into one of two categories, one of which is similar to what I do at my current role, the other of which is a mixed bag of stuff. They gave us these little cards thingies. So it has the itinerary on here, so basically I'll run through it. Basically they introduced what the StarCruiser is, how it works. It's like a cruise ship you go on, you have a whole little 2-day in resort spaceship. You're in space, you have this whole thing on the ship, you have a little excursion to the planet of Batu in Hollywood Studios, and then you leave like a cruise ship excursion, and then you stay most of your time on the ship. That's basically how it works. We met some of the leadership for the Halcyon, for the StarCruisers. We talked about how extending your program would work. So basically they said later tonight they're gonna send us a link to apply. You don't have to have filled out the regular extension form, but if you want to surefire your way to kind of like make sure that you stay here, you can fill out the regular extension and transfer over, assuming you get accepted to StarCruisers, or you can just apply to StarCruisers and extend through that way. If you choose to extend and you choose to apply to this thing, you would be leaving sometime between June and August of 2022, but you can't stay here for longer than a year. So like I would have to be out of here by June of next year. There were a few requirements to the application. You have to turn in a cover letter and a resume. There were different things about the attendance policy that you can't have too many like write-ups and reprimands and stuff like that. There's gonna be screenings, there's gonna be interviews. This is like a multi-step process, assuming you got accepted for this thing. There's multiple steps to it, and basically they said you have until September 17th to apply. You'll hear something around 3 days later, and by mid-October, mid to early October, you will know whether or not you got the position. Here's what the card looked like. Here's the front, here's the back, and that was pretty much everything about StarCruisers. I'm gonna apply. I'll throw my hat in the ring and just see what happens. If it's meant to be, it'll be. For right now, I am going to cook some dinner because I have not really eaten today. And I've already rationalized that I'm not going to the gym again because I don't feel like it. I'll put in extra work tomorrow when I go running, but yeah. Not every day can be a gym day. I am not motivated 24/7. I'm about to have to start being motivated 24/7, but every other day I can commit to that. So let me change clothes and we'll see you in the kitchen. Okay, so on the menu for today, we are making meatloaf. My mom sent me this vegan butcher meat in the mail. So we're gonna mix it up with the Holy Trinity and throw her in the oven.
Ground beef and breadcrumbs, some onions and an egg. My mouth is watering, so please don't make me beg. I know everybody's got their taste, and that's just fine. But if you say that you don't like it, then you've...
For sides, we're having Brussels sprouts and cheese.
I'm talking about meatloaf. I'm a meatloaf lover. I'll tell your brother, yeah. Don't
The last thing I'm cooking is we're having bacon cheddar mac and cheese. Ooh.
meatloaf lover. Want you from the inside like it's made by your mother. Talking about meatloaf. Meatloaf.
Dinner is served. Voila! All wrapped up and ready to go. Okay guys, so that is pretty much a typical Thursday in the Disney College program. Let me show you the lights that me and my coworker put up earlier. So this is what it looks like when it's off, but I went and got batteries, so this is what it looks like when you turn them on. Here's what it looks like with only one of the wires turned on, and here is both, and one with the lights turned off. For now, I will have my dinner. We got cheese Brussels sprouts, loaded, mac and cheese, and meatloaf. The loaf is kind of up for interpretation because there's no egg, so it doesn't really stay together. We're gonna drink some Calypso lemonade, finish the other half of this bell pepper, and catch up on Bachelor in Paradise. So with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one. 2